What are we doing? Sorry, a few minutes late again. I still have my socks here. Oh, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. How is everybody doing? Happy Tuesday! Tuesday before Christmas. Oh, it's so good. So good. All is good. How is everybody doing? Let me know how you're doing with your gratitude. I sold all my journals. They're gone. Even the one I have here on my desk. I hadn't written on it, thank God. Gone. Before I got a chance to change the details on my link to say that they were gone and to pre-order one for January. Somebody else had even bought two. I felt so bad, but I emailed her yesterday, and I will, morning Marie, and I will definitely send them on to her when they come in. So I will be getting them in January. I messaged the guy here, the local guy here, and he was saying that by the 6th of January he should have them for me. So that's early January, so it's grand. Well done, congratulations. Thanks, Marie. Yeah, I'm in shock because I don't think it even took a week and the whole 50 were gone. Now I did give 4 away. I gave 2 to very good friends of mine that actually helped me and gave me advice during it while I was doing it. Morning, Jennifer. And then Tom was here, and I gave him and Sylvia one as well. So that Tom is my mentor. Well, Tom's wife Sylvia is my mentor, and he was here the other day, so I get them to him as well. Like, it's because of them I've done it, it's because of the course I'm doing. So take no notice of me. I have tons of conditioner in my hair. I just want to kind of moisturize it because it's very dry. I have curly hair, so it's very dry. Sometimes I like to do this, so take no notice of me. But I have something written down that is just such a lovely, I mentioned it the other morning actually, and I said I was going to do a separate video on it. That didn't happen. Don't know what happened that day. It just didn't happen. So I said, right, I'm just going to read it out this morning. So I wrote it down. So bear with me because I wrote it very quickly this morning, and I might not be able to read some of my writing, but it's just a lovely little lesson for especially, it was kind of written actually for kids. Morning Blahid. It was actually written for kids, but I think it's such a lovely lesson for adults as well. We can definitely all take it on board, and I think it's such a lovely, it's a life lesson. So it's something we need to keep in mind every single day, and even just to read this every day is so lovely. Okay, so here we go. Here goes. Okay, so you will be in a body. You may like it or hate it when you come into this world, but it'll be yours for this time around. You will learn lessons. You will be enrolled in a formal school called life, and each day in the school you will have the opportunity to learn lessons. You will either like the lessons, or you will find them stupid. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is the process of trial and error. Experimentations, there are failed experimentations, and they are as important as they are as much as of the process as the ones that end up working. A lesson is repeated until it is learned. That's so true. A lesson is repeated until it is learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. Then you move on to the next lesson. Learning lessons does not end. Okay, there is no part of life that does not contain lessons. If you are alive, there are lessons to be learned. There is no better place than here. When your there has become here, you will simply obtain another there. That will look better than here. Others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person until it reflects to you something you love or hate about yourself. What you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources you need. What you do with them is up to you. The choice is yours. The answers lie inside you. All you need to do is look, listen, and trust. I just thought it was so lovely. I'm actually going to read it again. I hope you don't mind, because there are, I've written it so quick that I just want to make sure I get it all out. Okay, so you will be in a body that you may like or hate, but it will be yours for this time around. You will learn lessons. You will be enrolled in a full-time formal school called Life, and each day in that school you will have the opportunity to learn lessons. You will like the lessons or you will find them stupid. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is a process of trial and error. Experimentations. The failed experiments are as much of the process as the ones that end up working. A lesson is repeated until it is learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. Then you move on to the next lesson. Learning lessons does not end. There is no part of life that does not contain lessons. I always say that. Morning, Sheila. Anytime, kids make a mistake or do something they shouldn't have done. Morning, Mary. I always say, no, that's a lesson. Where's the good in it? Where's the good in it? Always look for the good in absolutely everything, because there's good and bad in every situation. If you are alive, there are lessons to be learned. There is no better place than here. When your there has become here, you will simply obtain another there that will look better than here. So good, because the there is your goal. So when your there has become here, so when you've achieved your goal, then you will have another there. So you'll have another goal, and that will look better than here. So, and then you'll strive for that. Others are merely mirrors of you. This is so true. It's just, when people judge people, and when you judge somebody else, it's definitely, we've heard that before. It's a reflection of yourself, or it comes back on you. It's like when you're doing your lives and your videos on Facebook or any social media, and it's the fear of being judged. Fear of judgment is so massive. And I love your earrings. Thanks, Sheila. And it just falls back on them. If somebody is judging you because you're doing a live on Facebook, which I don't think they are, I genuinely don't. We are the biggest judges of ourselves. We're our own worst enemies sometimes. So others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person until it reflects to you something you love or hate about yourself. So true. What you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources you need. What you do with them is up to you. It's your choice. The choice is yours. The answers lie inside you. All you need to do is look, listen, and trust. Wow, it's so true. Yeah, so true. I just think it's a lovely, lovely lesson. And it's a life lesson, and it is a good one for our kids. It definitely is a good one for our kids, because kids grow up and they start getting conscious about themselves, and not liking their bodies, and the teenage years, and it can be a very trying time for them. So I think reading something like that to them every day makes them see that this is what life is about. This is the way it is, and I can create an amazing life for myself. Like I say to my two every single night, we do heart, and you probably know this already, but I put my hand on their heart, and I tell them, said you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, you can go wherever you want to go, you can have whatever you want to have, and you can create the life that you love, or the life that you want, as long as you're happy and healthy. So every single night, and they're saying it with me, so they're kind of saying it back to me. So at this stage, it's going in every single night. They may not know the true meaning of it, but it's going in every single night. And it's a lovely thing, a really, really lovely thing to do, and they love it. So that was my little lesson for this morning. I just thought I would love to share that with you. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it helped in some way, and something might have resonated with you. But just think about it, and what kind of a person are you waking up as every single morning? And do you have your goals? Do you have a direction? Do you know where you're going? Because it's so important. Like, you don't want to waste another minute. You really don't want to be wasting your life just doing what you don't enjoy. You live in a job you don't. And I was so long. I was 13 years in a job, and it was grand for the first few years, but the last 6 years I just did not enjoy it at all. And finally out of it now, and do something that you love to do it on the side. You just don't know what's going to happen. Sell something on Amazon and see what happens. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. I was watching a webinar, kind of like a Zoom webinar thing on Sunday, and like people have turned their lives around. People have left their jobs because they're selling stuff on Amazon, and why not give it a go? You just don't know, and that would be something. You could sell something that resonates with you, something that you'd like. That's just it's just an idea, but write a book. Anybody can write a book. If you just put your mind to it. If it's something you really would love to do it. Just do it. Start writing and see what happens. You just don't know. I said this the other morning. Peggy McCall, the course I'm doing with her, she was saying that her very first book, she didn't even know she could write a book. She'd never done it before, and she just started writing, and she'd have done it in 9 days. 9 days. Yeah, I know. So mental. We can do it. We can do it. So okay, let's write our gratitude list. Perfect. Where is my journal? Here somewhere. I wouldn't mind. The table isn't even that big, like. Oh yeah, I found it. It's in my my book where I am doing my course, my Peggy McCall's course. I put it in there. Okay, perfect. So today is Tuesday, the 22nd of December. God, the kids are getting really excited now. If you've got kids in your house, I'm sure. Our kids are finishing up today now, so I'm sure everybody is the same. So yesterday they had to wear their Christmas clothes, Christmas jumpers. Hannah was so excited going to school because she brought in her Christmas cards last week, but you're not allowed to give them out for 3 days, until 3 days later. I didn't know that at all. Good job she brought them in last week. Good job it wasn't just yesterday she brought them in, because of COVID. Mental. Okay, today I am grateful for. So you can write that at the top of your page. And is anybody having any issues with writing their gratitude list? Let me know if there's anybody here that's new or maybe watching the replay that maybe just started doing a gratitude list, or could be your very first morning. Let me know, and I can help you through it, because it's once you start it and once you get into the hang of it, it's so easy. Your pen will just flow. And always use a blue pen. There is better energy around a blue pen. Always. Morning, Anne-Marie. How are you? Anne-Marie, thank you so much. Anne-Marie did a lovely video on her Instagram yesterday on my gratitude journal. So they're gone now, Anne-Marie. I was just saying it here a few minutes ago. I don't know if you were on, but yeah, even the one I have here on my desk is gone, and then 2 extra are gone as well. So she has pre-ordered for January. So it's great. I'm delighted. I'm so grateful to you all. So it's great. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you get something from it. And remember, read it as well. Read the first few pages where everything is explained. Definitely read that. And if you need to know any more, just contact me. It's no problem at all. Just message me. Alrighty, so let's start writing our list. So the first one I always write down is Bob Proctor's affirmation for the month we're in. So for December, it's I am certain that what I hold in my head I already have in my hand. Thank you. Or thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Remember, you need to feel the gratitude. Feel how grateful you are for every single one that you write down. I have it in front of me now. That's great news. That's great memory. You're using it. Love it. So yeah, so feel, feeling really is the secret here, and feel how grateful you are for every single one that you write down, because that's how you emotionalize it, and that's what gets you on that higher vibration, and then you attract in more of that. You attract in more of what's in alignment with your gratitudes and more of what you're grateful for, and really feel how grateful you're for, how grateful you are for it, and write down why. Don't just write down. Don't have a little writing exercise. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, because there's no emotions attached to that. So remember, just be be mindful of that. Always be, really feel how grateful you are. And, as you're writing it down, like, writing is such a good exercise because, you're journaling, you're getting things out of your head, you're creating more energy around it. So when you're writing out all these great things and positive things, you're sparking emotions inside of you. Because you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for that happening yesterday, and whatever it is, or so grateful for my goal, whatever your goal is. So, really feel the emotions attached to each one. That's what I'm trying to say, because that is the most important part of this exercise, the emotions attached, and, feeling how grateful you are. Okay, so we'll try and write, try and fill your page. We try and aim for 10, but depending on how long they are, mine's be kind of, 3 or 4 lines long. So, try and fill your page and see how you get on. And any issues at all, just pop them in the comments or just message me after. Okay. Okay, how's everybody getting on? Morning, Loretta. How are you? Anybody? Morning, Fiona. How is everybody doing? If you have any questions or queries, just pop them in the comments. Okay, so we'll write a couple more and see how we get on. Then we will send love. Okay, perfect. So at the bottom, for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to choose an oil today. We're on J. I have juniper berry. It's one that I kind of forget about, genuinely kind of forget about. Morning, Irene. How are you? So I'm going to pop a drop in my hand. It's really unusual smell. Anne-Marie now is the queen of oils. Anne-Marie is on. She is the lady that introduced me to the oil. So Anne-Marie, I'm forever grateful to you, Anne-Marie. So if you have anything to add about juniper berry or why you use it, actually I remember using it when the kids were younger, because it's really great for bad dreams and night terrors. Remember that. I was going to see quickly here. The emotional secrets of essential oils. So for juniper berry, from the moment we are born, we learn how to live according to specific rules that give us guidance and security in life. But what if we break the old-fashioned rules that are not working anymore and create new ones? Juniper essential oil assists us in choosing our own rules that are based on love and support. It teaches us that we don't have to be a victim of our family past, but a creator of our own destiny. Love it. It's about letting go of fears. And that's exactly what it's saying here. Amazing. So it says life is to be lived. We need not cling tightly to the negative past. What you create will impact many generations to come. It's a big responsibility as well as a source of great bliss. The chains have dropped. What will you do next? Lead a life of misery or a life of success? The choice is yours. Oh my God. It's so weird. After the lesson thing that I just read out this morning, that is so
800 hours.
That's exactly what I was talking about, life lessons, and the choice is yours. God, and there is no coincidences. There really isn't. Wow. Sometimes we forget that we always have a choice to change our lives. Nothing is ever written in stone, and it never will be. You are your own rule maker. With inner trust and guidance, you can choose wisely and be rewarded with happiness and luck. This is your destiny. Oh my God, that's unbelievable. So for those of you that might have missed the beginning of the call this morning, I was reading out it was just a lovely, like a lesson that, a life lesson for adults and kids. I think it was written for kids, but so good for adults as well. It's a lovely, lovely lesson. I won't read it out again, it's 8 o'clock, but definitely go back to the beginning of this call if you want to listen to it. It's something that you could actually write out yourself and read, or listen to every day, and read it out to your kids every day. It's really, really lovely. Okay, so let's send love to people that are bothering us. So if you know anybody from your past that has done something to you that you can't forgive them for, you find it very hard, or maybe they've done something to somebody you love, picture them standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to theirs and sending love. This is all about you. It's nothing to do with them. But it's leaving more space for positive energy inside of you, and it's freeing you up, so you're not going to be pulled back there every time you think of that person. Morning, San, running late. Good morning, no problem at all. Okay, perfect. So let's close our eyes and picture that person standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to theirs and sending love. And it's nothing to do with them. They don't have to know you're doing this. It can be challenging at the start, but it definitely works. It's such a lovely thing to do, and it helps you to reach your goal quicker, because you're going to be more focused on your goal, and you're not going to be pulled away from it. You're going to be always in alignment with it, because if you think of somebody that has done something to you in the past that you're that you can't forgive, and all these negative emotions build up inside you, every so often, could be every day, could be every week, could be every month, that's pulling you away from your goal. It's pulling you away from where you're heading. You're thinking of your past. You're a prisoner of your own past. So this is a great way of breaking free from that. So let's just do it. Okay, so we'll do it with one person at a time, and then we'll do it with another person, and then we'll do it with ourselves, and it only takes a few seconds. What I like to do is I do 3 deep breaths as I'm doing it, and then move on to the next person, and I'll prompt you along the way. Okay, perfect. Okay, when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. When you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to yours and sending love. Okay, perfect. So now we ask the universe for guidance. So this is great exercise to do to help you with following your intuition. So we will literally just ask a question, really relax the mind, relax the body, and ask the universe a question, whatever it is. It can be something to do with your business. Who can I help today? It could be a friend, it could be your health, choosing a color of the wall in your home. Whatever it is, we have all the answers. We just don't realize it, and we don't trust ourselves enough. And we put that power into other people's hands, make the decision for me. And I was definitely one for this. So it's a really lovely exercise to actually practice throughout the day, because our intuition is one of our mental faculties, and it's like a mental muscle that needs to be exercised. So to do this every day is vital, and to do it a few times a day is really, really important, and it'll help you to exercise the muscle and to follow your own intuition, your gut feeling more often, and go with it. Make a decision quickly and go with it. Don't be kind of always humming and hawing. That's with me. Oh my God, will I, won't I? So it really does help, and the answers come in like flashes. It could be in a day or two, or it could be in an hour or two, or it could be as you're asking the question. We just don't know. But the answers will come, like it could be somebody's face or the name of somebody coming into your head. We've all had that when you're, why am I thinking about that person today? But pick up the phone and call them. Take action. They're called inspired actions. Take action, make that call, and you don't know how they can help you or how you can help them. But just do it. You're never going to know if you don't make the call or a text or message, whatever it is. Okay, so we close our eyes and just ask the question, and then just let it go. Don't think about it all day long. Just let it go. Okay, perfect. So, so that is it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Head over to your mirror now and give yourself the compliments. Look into one eye. I love you. You are perfect as you are, and at least 3 more compliments. And then into the other eye. I love you. You are perfect as you are, and at least 3 more compliments. Do this every day. This is really, really important, because we don't love ourselves enough, and it does so much for your confidence. We can be judging ourselves and criticizing ourselves so much throughout the day, and especially in the morning. So it's a really important thing to do, because we are perfect as we are. So do it. Please do it. And thank you so much for all your lovely comments this morning. And any questions or queries, you know where I am. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 for our gratitude list again. Alrighty. Thanks everyone. Bye.